Hey everyone, welcome to this session on React Context API, where we learn how to manage state globally without the hassles of passing props manually. If you ever struggle with props drilling, this session is for you. So first of all, what is React Context API? The React Context API allow us to share state between components without passing props at every level. It simplifies state management and makes our React application cleaner and more efficient. So when should we use the context API? So here are some common cases. Now the first is when multiple components need access to the same data. Then the second is to avoid prop drilling, like passing props through multiple layers. And the third is for managing global state like themes, authentications, or user preference. Let's now implement the context API step by step. So here is the first step to create a context. So first we create a new context and a provider component to manage state. So you can see here we have a code, we have a import react, we create a context here and use state from react. Now we create a new context, export const theme context. Here we use a create context function, here we use a export function theme provider, here we use a children, and here we use a theme, and here we set a theme, and we here we use a use set state. Inside the use set state we use a light, and here we have a return. Inside the return we have a theme context dot provider, which value is theme and set theme, and inside the theme context provider we use a children here. Now so here theme context is created and theme provider provides the theme state globally. Inside the code editor, now you can see here we have a import react, which you can see here we have export constant theme. We use a theme context.js file here, and you can see which code is here. Now we paste it here. Now you can see theme context.js, we create this file. Now the second step, provide context in the app. Now wrap our app inside theme provider so that all component can access the theme state. Now you can see here we have a import react, and here we import a theme provider, and here we use a function app, and here we have a theme provider. Inside the theme provider we use a app content. Now so what is it with us? With this setup, theme contact is now available throughout our application. Now here we have a app.js file, and inside the app.js file we use this code. You can see we use this code here. So then the step 3, like consume context in component. To use the theme in any component, we use the use context hook here. Now you can see here we use an import, like a function theme toggler. We have constant theme set theme, and here we return a div, paragraph, and a button, which on click we use a function like set theme equals to light, and we use a conditional statement light, dark, and light. Now you can see here we have a toggle theme text. Now clicking the button will toggle between light and dark mode. No need to pass props manually. Now here you can see we create a theme toggler.js file, and here we use this code, which is here. And the last and one more thing, we create a app content.js, and here we create a here we import a react, and here we import a theme toggler from theme toggler, and here we use a app content function, and here we return a welcome to my app, and here we use a theme toggler which is inside the theme. You can see here we use this theme toggler here. Now so it's how it works. Global state like a theme context allow all component to access the theme, and no props drilling, no need to pass props through multiple components, and the dynamic updates, clicking the button toggles the theme instantly. Now this is our browser. Now you can see here is the browser, and we have a heading here like a welcome to my app, and here we have a current theme like light. When we click on a toggle button, now you can see it's changed to a dark. Now when I click again on a toggle theme button, now I can see it's changed into a light. When I click again on the toggle theme, now you can see it's changed to dark. So friends, to understand the differences, let's compare context API, props, and redux. So here we have a feature, context API, and props and redux. Now the features of global state management in the context API, it's yes, and in a props it's no, and in a redux it's yes. And the next feature, avoid props drilling. In the context API, it's working, and the props it's no, and the Redux is yes. And the complexity features, it's in a context API it moderate, and props it's a simple, and in a Redux it's high. And the last one is a performance overhead. In the context API it's a minimal, and in a props it's none, and in the Redux it's higher. So friends, use context API for simple global state. Use Redux when dealing with complex state management. So here is the best practice. Use a context API for themes, authentication, or language settings. Avoid overusing context for frequently changing state. Use state instead. Now, the third is keeping context logic separate in a provider file for better organization. And the last one is optimize performance using React memo and use memo. So that's the React Context API is a powerful to manage state efficiently and keep your components clean. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comments. Keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.